Irma's sandwich shop. Irma opens a shop. We all like a wood sandwich, and we all have our favorite. Maybe it's peanut butter and jam, or maybe it's ham and cheese with pickles and mustard. But not Irma. She did not like sandwiches, but she sure could make them. In fact, Irma loved to make sandwiches. She loved it more than anything else. Irma made lots of sandwiches, and she never heard of one she couldn't make. So no one was surprised when Irma opened a sandwich shop. Irma's shop was on the corner of Pumpernickel and Rye. It was the busier corner in town. Everyone passed her shop at least once a day, and when they did, they had to stop. Irma nailed a large sign to the front of her shop. It read, "Irma's Tasty Sandwich Shop. You name it, and I make it." Irma's famous sandwiches. There wasn't a sandwich Irma couldn't make, and it wasn't long before everyone began to believe it. If you named a sandwich, Irma would make it. If she didn't make the ingredients, it never took her long to get them. She had every kind of bread known. She had whole wheat, she had rye, she had pumpernickel, and she had sourdough. Why, she even had plain white bread. She had bread with nuts in it, and she had bread with fruit in it. And she picked it all in the bags of her little shop. If Irma didn't have the bread you wanted, she would take it. Irma's first customer was Reuben Cornwall. He wanted corned beef with Swiss cheese and sauerkraut, and he wanted it on rye bread. Irma called the sandwich a Reuben. It was a big hit at the shop. She sold more Reubens than any other sandwich. Little Joe Tawdry came into Irma's shops more than anyone else did. Each day he stopped at Irma's on his way to school, and each day he ordered a different sandwich. All the kids in the lunchroom were impressed with Joey's sandwiches. He loved sausage sandwiches with chocolate sauce and bean sprouts. But his most impressive sandwich was one stacked high with 10 different kinds of meat. Between each layer of meat was something different. There was mustard and ketchup and lettuce and peppers. There was grape, jam and pickles and peanuts, butter and horseradish. Most people got a stomachache just watching Joey eat his amazing sandwich. But not Joey. He would just let out a big burp once he finished. Then he would smile and wipe off his face. All the animals want sandwiches. Irma became a very famous sandwich maker. Before long, every living creature was stopping by Irma's shop. Each one ordered his or her favorite sandwich. One day, Sammy's snake slithered in from a nearby swamp. His tongue flicked wildly for the scent of his favorite meat. "What can I make for you?" asked Irma. Sammy thought for a minute. Then she replied, "I'll have a rat and lizard sandwich with bug relish." "Okay," said Irma, "but that one will take a little time. I'll have to go out and get the ingredients." "I'm happy to wait," said Sammy, with a smile. A truly good sandwich is worth waiting for. An hour later Irma was back. She had a basket full of rats and lizards and bugs. She carefully laid them among fresh lettuce between two slices of rye. Sammy swallowed the sandwich in one big gulp. Then she slithered out of Irma's with a bug in his stomach. The next day, Val the vulture swooped into Irma's shop. Val sat on the counter and waited patiently for service. Soon, Irma came out of the kitchen to take Val's order. "What can I make for you?" asked Irma. Val asked to see a menu, but she didn't see anything she liked. "Your sign says, 'Name it and you'll make it.' Is that true?" asked Val. "You bet it is," said Irma. "Hasn't been a sandwich yet I can make. So what'll it be, my five feathered friends? How about some fresh dead opossum? A possum?" Then, as some squashed raw and rancid mouse with honey mustard, said Val. Irma just smiled and said, "Coming right up." After driving along the highway to collect the ingredients, she returned to the shop. She quickly made Val's sandwich. Val ripped it apart and ate it in a flash. "Great sandwich, Irma," Val said as she flapped out the door. "I'll be back for another in a couple of days." Irma's biggest challenge. Each day seemed to offer Irma a new challenge, but her biggest challenge came when Billy the goat walked into her shop. "Welcome, Billy," said Irma as he rammed the door open with his horns. "I suppose you have come to challenge my sandwich making ability. So what will you have?" Billy began to rattle off a list of ingredients: crushed tin cans, old socks, thistles, a bird nest, an old book, and a head of cabbage. Some pickled peppers and some minced cheese mold, a dash of salt, and a cup of hot salsa. "Is that all?" asked Irma. "Yep," said Billy, "but I wouldn't mind if you would toast the old socks. Whatever you say, replied Irma. Do you want anything to wash it down with? Yeah, give me a mug of dishwasher water, said Billy. After that day, Irma really knew there was not a sandwich she couldn't make.